Welcome back to Hungover Hand Right as we continue on with our series of reacting to Tommy Toehold videos. Pro fighter Austin Clem, pro understudy Seth Seeley, Dylan, Jonathan, no Chad today. And today we're reacting to Tommy Toehold's post-mortem of UFC 180.
Fight poster?
Fight posters?
I like it. It's because it's old school. It's nostalgic.
The only thing I don't like is how Verdum is big and then small and then big.
Yeah, the font sucks. That's what sucks about this.
It's not necessarily the font. It's the stretching and then the...
Well, that would be considered the font, though, huh?
I feel like this is a cool 2014 poster. Now
That's what I'm saying.
We'd be like, eh.
That's what I'm saying.
They tried to do that a little bit with Hunt right there,
But also
too.
what I love about it is nostalgia of the OG belt split mouth right there.
It looks like an old-timey, like, movie poster.
Yeah. This is super nitpicky.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood kind of.
Yeah.
Super nitpicky, but this streak right here could be gone.
Like, why is it tearing?
You don't need that.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see the whole
and that's
belt.
for the interim strap as well.
I think everything is supposed to be warped. They went with the whole warped theme.
So this was in Mexico City.
First time
on
in Mexico.
November. First time?
At altitude.
That's what it says on
I actually remember this card pretty well.
So November
10,000 feet, I think.
November 15th, 2014, and this was also the Ultimate Fighter Latin America Season 1 finale as well. So we're probably going to have some guys on here that didn't do much in the UFC, honestly.
Honey Jason?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah?
Actually.
Yeah, shout
was
out.
that tough?
I don't know.
Brazil
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think it was Brazil.
Technically, Mark Hunt didn't do a whole lot in the UFC, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. He was like, what, 500 overall?
Guys,
but
he has highlight reels of walk-off knockouts in the UFC.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
But the greater part of his career was pre-UFC, though.
So
it was, but still.
as we've...
I'm a Mark Hunt fan.
No, fuck off.
As we've previously done for the Tommy Toeholds, we're going to go to cancel bouts first. Cain Velasquez versus Fabricio Verdum for the actual belt was supposed to be on this card.
And what do you know? Cain had an injury. Weird.
Probably back-related.
Weird.
And
knee.
Did they not fight for the real belt in Mexico as well?
Yeah.
Because Cain got tired of shit?
Correct.
So this was before that?
Correct.
That's interesting.
Correct, you are. Right, you are, Kenny.
Diego Sanchez is supposed to fight Stormin Norman Park.
Wow.
That's an odd one.
And Park MCL injury. This is when the Tapology used to actually put their injuries on there.
Wow.
It's canceled.
Right.
Hey, look, one of Conor McGregor's sacrificial lambs is on here. Marcus Brimage.
Oh, yeah.
The darkness.
Eric Perez versus Marcus Brimage canceled. Augusto Montaño, Hector Urbina, and then also Lozon was supposed to fight
Joe
Lozon.
And he withdrew. Why?
I'm assuming Lozon was supposed to happen first, and then they brought in Stormin Norman. So now we'll go to the actual card. First fight of the night, Chito Vera lost
How about
to
that?
Marco Beltran. First fight of the night. Decision.
That is so crazy. So
The Mexican Beltran.
just to try to put this into perspective, this is 2014.
You're a little kid.
Chito is 8-2-1.
And he was on this season of Tough Latin America.
Were you guys still in high school?
No, we were a year out.
2013 we graduated.
13. Wow.
So, yeah, you guys are old.
All
So,
right. That only hurts a lot.
it took almost 10 years for Chito to
Get
fight
to
for
the
a-
UFC.
to fight for a belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
He just broke his leg.
Yeah, he did
Let's see that.
in the
I
first
wanna-
10 seconds.
Bucked up? That's
Shout
what
out to
they're
Bucked Up. That kid can't be older than 18.
Look at that terrible
Anyways,
tattoo.
It just that just goes to show like how long a lot of these guys are at this shit. It's crazy, dude. And Chito is like the epitome of that because he's just you can't kill the guy.
What's his fucking record now? Like 25 and
23
and
10.
So he's 8-2-1
Wow.
Chito
in
was
2014.
Chito got so hyped up off of just dudes he fought. That's the only reason why anybody really knows his name. He's overrated as fuck. And he's still not good.
He's just tough. Like
Yeah, cool.
unfinishable,
Cool.
essentially.
Well,
Right.
for now. That only lasts so long.
Yeah.
So
It's lasted since he was 8-2-1.
next two fights, nothing too crazy. I mean, Gabriel Benitez, he's been a solid guy for a while.
Jessica I.
Wow.
Okay, again.
Hey, Leslie Smith.
Again, she fought in what was that 2020 against Valentina? When was that?
Yeah, probably
Something like that?
I think it might be later than that.
11-2 at the time in 2014. Only won 4 times in 10 years, but we'll just ignore
2019.
Oh wow.
June.
So 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4-fight losing streak after, or was
That's,
3?
There's more up top.
Jessica.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
4-fight losing streak. But
Yikes.
Shout out to Leslie too.
Yeah,
I mean,
Leslie's cool.
Down
She's
to
kinda cute.
7-6-1.
Leslie's a hot soccer mom.
did we say? So we talked about Cody's sacrificial lamb.
Yair Rodriguez.
We got a
No,
Sean.
you said Cody. I said Connor.
Oh, Connor. Well, and Cody too. Brimage lost both of them, but we got a Sean O'Malley sacrificial lamb also on this card. Quinones. He got pieced up by Sean.
Yair Rodriguez, 10-1 back then. Huh?
That was him winning Tough Latin America season 1.
Dude, he had to have been 20 years old at the time.
Maybe 19.
Yeah.
Some might say.
Hector Urbina, Augusto Montano, Ricardo Lamas, and
Dennis Bermudez.
Yeah. Hey, I
Dude,
like Dennis Bermudez.
Bermudez,
I liked him.
Yeah, he was a bad
him,
motherfucker.
Lamas was too.
Bermudez was one of those guys that just said fuck it early and retired really early.
You mean a smart guy?
Yeah. He's not making money anymore.
Well, probably more
fighting,
maybe more now.
Oh yeah,
he did
potentially.
Kelvin Gastelum beat Jake Ellenberger, rear naked choke.
Hey, shout out to Jake.
Round 1.
Jake Ellenberger was 29-9.
That's when Kelvin could actually make weight.
What was Jake Ellenberger's nickname?
Kelvin Gastelum was 11-0, Seth.
That's
Wow.
What's his record now?
20-something and
19-9. He's won 8-9 since this
that doesn't
card.
look like him anymore in that.
No,
not at all.
He tried to go back to welterweight.
Tried.
Yeah, missed weight again.
And he got a sub rear naked.
He literally has a YouTube show about eating food.
Yeah, he's
right before he.
I respect it.
No, fuck him. No, don't respect. He's a fuck.
Oh, I don't like him, but I respect
He's
it.
a fuck. I used to like him a
Hey,
lot,
let's
though.
eat tacos. I have to weigh in a month.
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
And then
this one tastes good. Let's have 12 more.
main event.
Now we're talking.
Verdum.
Mom, is dinner ready?
Verdum versus Mark Hunt for the interim belt. This is kind of arguably up there with the first time we did with TJ versus Joe Soto in the main event as far as
I liked Joe Soto. I haven't heard that name in a while.
One bad mofo.
Yeah, dude.
One bad mofo.
Look at
Joe
the
Soto's sick.
But this is not a great pay-per-view lineup here.
But
guys.
again, you got to think.
Soto
dude.
was also a cool card back in the
Look
day.
at the different that he was 10-9-1 after the fight. 10-9 fighting for the belt.
So hold on. Go to.
It's Mark Hunt though, dude. He's
You're
great.
right,
He's K1
right.
Grand Prix.
Pull
He's
up-
Freeze
Dude,
Pride.
he
I don't
was
give a
like
shit.
win 6 in a
He's
row,
OG
lose
triple.
5 in a row,
Yeah.
win 6 in a row.
But again, he was a kickboxing guy as well, so he had that going for him.
And also, all of his losses were not
So, hold on,
knockout.
before-
They were decision losses.
Go to this title fight. Where is it at? Is it right there? Flying knee.
Yeah.
So he
was
Lost to
1-1.
Stipe.
He was
Ever heard of
1-1 and 1 leading up to this.
Look before though. He beat Big Ben Rothwell and Czech Congo and Stefan Struve, all leading up to that.
He
Evan Struve is not.
He lost to
anything
Gegard.
Who hasn't though? Gegard's the most underrated fighter in history.
And
Period.
again, keep in mind, guys, this is a kickboxer crossing over to MMA. People forget about Mark
Gegard
Hunt.
was fighting.
I get it.
heavyweight
Yeah,
in
no, I get it, but still you're 10-9.
2009.
10-8.
He's still 10-9, 10-8 at the time. But look, dude, he beat Tersher. He was solid.
Was he?
He was.
He was 21 and 3.
Okay.
Isn't it Tucker?
And he fucking beat him.
Tucksher.
And then he beat Big Ben and Czech fucking Congo.
Which Czech was good back then.
The point is,
And then
this
Stefan Struve.
was a different time.
It was, but look at the 4-fight win streak that got him to the fucking ball.
Yeah, he lost 6 straight.
That's what I was trying to point out. You can't just go on a hot 4-fight win streak now and all of a sudden be thrown into the title.
Then you could.
Back then, yeah.
But
Also,
also-
heavyweight too. And
But
heavyweight.
the guy is brutal. He's brutally mentally ill. So like we just got to give him a little.
He is
you know.
now.
Also,
Man, I don't know. I
also,
think he's always been
this
psycho.
was supposed to be Kane versus Verdum. Somewhat
Yeah.
short notice
Yeah.
replacement, you know. All right, we're ready.
Fuck Verdum.
I'm
by
not
the
going to
way.
stand for anyone shitting on Mark Hunt.
No, I won't either. Fuck Verdum.
Clem.
Okay.
Shit all over Verdum though, please.
Yeah, but he's 10-9
Taking
and
notice
1.
of the difference in time.
No, I think he's like
It's
13
just a
and
math
13. Isn't he?
thing here,
Isn't he
guys.
13 and 13 in the UFC or something like that?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Or he's 12 and 13, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
He's fought the who's who.
And he was the first fighter ever to sue the UFC.
The who's of the who's.
Come on. Who sues Dana?
All right, shut the fuck up, goofs. Tonight's game was $750 million. The buy rate in Latin America was 100%. Bellator can eat a bag of dicks. Bonuses go to Leslie Smith's ear. Anthony.
Oh, is
Kiedis
that
from
where
the
her
Red Hot
ear
Chili Peppers.
Exploded.
Pause
Featherweight
immediately.
mixed
No,
purses go to
it's where her ear tore off of her fucking head.
Yep.
and her ears were cauliflowered to fuck, but it literally like ripped off.
Yeah.
And she wanted to keep going.
Yeah. And then they called it.
I forget who the ref was, but they were like, and they pulled the doctor in, and he was like, "Hey, your ear is going to come off."
It wasn't no nonsense. That was pre no nonsense, wasn't it? Six and Booze.
Oh,
100%.
Yeah, Keith.
Yeah.
By the way, look at the poster down there.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
got crossed out.
Love that.
Kane, Mark Hunt.
Also, that's the classic
They
Verdum
stick
face right
glued his
there.
face on there.
That is the Verdum face.
Classic Verdum face.
I don't. Who's that?
I don't know.
Who cares?
I
Conor
feel like we should
McGregor.
know.
Who cares?
Conor McGregor. First question, and if you ask me about future peppers, and all featherweights purses go to Conor McGregor. First question, and if you ask me about future matchmaking, I'm gonna kick you in the face. Dana, I know you don't like to play matchmaker, but you have 3 minutes to be out of the country, or I'm gonna kill you. This question is for Leslie Smith. Did you realize that a hole the size of a small country had been ripped into your ear, and do you feel like they should have stopped the fight?
I was upset at first, but seeing now what had happened, I'm glad they decided to step in.
Speak for yourself. Bullshit, I was fine.
You were not.
I was fine. I could hear everything. You give me 2 more minutes, I would have had that one.
2 more minutes, you might have been gone.
Hey, I got 3 little ears back at home and private school.
Can we pause real quick?
Don't tell me I can't.
Who thinks of having her detached ear talk and be an actual person?
I feel like sometimes
It's very South Park.
with a card like this, you got to come up with something. When you got Augusto Montano,
I'm
on
just
the
talking
panel,
about like the creative mind
Yeah.
on this shit.
Yeah, let's
Like,
put a little
how-
red block.
Like, how the fuck do you like? Yeah, let's make her ear talk during the post fight.
It's LSD and a lot of weed.
It's fucking
It's
awesome.
called being lonely and bored in your house.
Lonely.
make a better life for my children?
We'll talk about this when we get home. Fabricio, is there any way you could stop making that face? Can you just not? Can you not make it?
Yeah, that face is starting to freak me the fuck out.
This question's
Remember when
for
that face threw a
Anthony
boomerang
Smith.
at Colby Covington's
Say
head?
what I say, ooh. Anthony, you're over 50. You've been a musician your entire life. Was it hard to transition into professional fighting? And where do you go from here? Where I go, I just don't know. Does that mean you might take some time off?
That was the
Blackjack,
biggest song in my head when I was born.
Dick,
punch up. Quick pick. I don't know what that means. What about your bonus? What do you plan on doing?
This is one
He's
thing about
literally
these
singing Chili Pepper
videos.
lyrics.
Something.
Yeah.
There's some story here.
There's a lot of things that happen like during these cards that we're obviously not going to remember.
Yeah.
He must have like either walked out to Red Hot Chili Peppers or like
No, he-
said something about them.
Yeah,
or
but he probably
something.
had the shirt on.
Or sang the song.
Yeah, or something.
Guarantee you had the shirt on. Because, I mean, think about it. Look, these are all real pictures that he just put the heads on. Right?
I don't know if the shirt, him wearing the shirt, is a real picture.
You don't think so?
I don't know. We have to go back and find out because there's these little niche things that he talks about that you can't. There's no way to remember all of it. You know.
We would literally have to watch that fight
Yeah.
and figure it out.
Onward.
I kind of like
And maybe the lead up to
I
it
like
as
trying
well.
right. I like trying to decipher it though.
And by the way, we're talking about Augusto Montano, who didn't last very long in the UFC.
Yeah.
at
Everybody's
all.
like, who?
You're right.
But you know,
The
this was in Mexico though. And
Our
there's-
hardcores out
But
there.
he's a natural born redhead, so give him some slack.
It's actually really fitting that we got Noche UFC coming up, and we're talking about this.
Very good point.
You know,
Way to go.
yeah.
Bonus points for you.
I felt like it was
Thanks.
intentional.
Final score.
That. Give it away now. That's very generous of you. Nang, nang, nong, nong, nang, nang, nong, nong, dang, nang. I feel like that might have been offensive.
Can we move the fuck on already?
Ricardo, that was a fight a lot of people didn't think you had any chance of winning. How does it feel to be vindicated, and does this make you
Is
the
that
number one
Lamas?
contender for the featherweight title?
I'll fight
Or Lamas?
Jose Aldo with 3 arms
It
tied behind
must
my
be.
back.
They said
Whiskey
Ricardo.
and fast cars
Yeah.
and expensive suits.
That's an
Me and
Irish- who's
Captain
that- who
Crunch
is-
sailed
that's
on
an
the
Irish
7
guy.
seas on a boat made in
I think he probably called Connor out. That's
Probably,
probably what they're
probably.
saying here.
Oh,
So
I
he put
see.
the sunglasses on him and shit.
I see.
entirely of supermodels. You just gained 400,000 Twitter followers. Fuck. Okay, this may actually be something I need to start doing, like, for real.
My last question. This one's coming to us remotely from MMA Conspiracy Guy.
Hi, Dana, if that's your real name. I can't help but notice that UFC 180 took place on November 15th in Mexico and featured Mark Hunt.
Yeah. So what?
So you're admitting it.
That the event took place in Mexico on November 15th and featured Mark Hunt? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
I'm
the
admitting that.
yaz. Yeah.
Oh, smoking gun.
What the fuck are you talking about, you goof?
Mark Hunt was born in March, which is 9 months before November. 9 months is the length of a pregnancy. Babies need milk. Milk is white. Dana White. If you play Face the Pain backwards, there's a backtracked message that proves that the UFC is part of a secret cabal hell-bent on weaponizing the world's supply of paper clips. I did my research, okay? I know what I'm talking about. Fabricio Verdum helped aliens stage the 1997 Oscars in order to keep the price of bubblegum higher.
Fuck off, Cloud Shoes.
Just what the Puppet Master would say. Wake up, sheeple.
All right, my fucking brain hurts now. Thanks for coming out,
Mine
guys.
too.
Stick around. Kelvin Gastelum's gonna recite the entire script of Scarface. Hey, fuck you, man.
Fuck you, mine.
They should have made a Jorge Masvidal joke there.
Yeah, so they were definitely, he had to find something to say there at the end. But that's another card, kind of like 179. Or was it? TJ was 177, right? The first one we did?
I think so.
Where
TJ and Joe Soto.
Everybody got hurt, and they just had to make,
to
make it work.
We think like today, all these guys are pulling out and getting hurt and whatever, but shit's been happening, forever.
It's also cool to see somebody like Yair Rodriguez and the, what is that, prelims? Or,
Main prelim.
Yeah.
Main prelim.
Again, this was the
10-1.
tough Latin America Season 1 finale.
God, how old was he? So this is 2014. We haven't done this yet, right?
Let's take 10 years.
It was.
Oh, he's 31,
21.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
and we'll never be champ.
Let's be honest. This season of tough Latin America produced him and Cheeto.
Yeah.
Well, that's 2 bummers in my book.
But like
two
fighters.
like title challengers. That's fucking crazy.
Today's tough would produce like -3 title challengers.
Yeah,
see, that's the thing, man. What is it about that? Like tough nowadays.
I'll tell you why. Because that was the only fucking avenue to get into the UFC back then. Today there's multiple.
But why can't they find good guys for tough?
I mean,
because it's
Contender
so.
Series
Because
hurts
I think it's
that.
Yeah, you're telling me because everything's so watered down.
You're telling me that there's only how many fights are on Contender Series?
5 every week for 10 weeks.
So you're telling me there's only 10 guys per week that can be on Contender Series that can't be on tough?
50 though total.
55.
Okay, there's not more than 50 guys that are like UFC potential.
Maybe not. Dude, there's only 700 in the entire roster?
The entire world?
Yeah, but in the entire world, there's only 700 in the whole roster.
I think that there are, but so you have to like apply for it basically or get invited. So that you can guarantee, we think these are the top 50 people that are ready to go. Like that narrows it down. Yeah, whatever it is, because then you can apply for the Contender Series as well.
You got to think, I mean, how long does it take for them to cut like today's roster? In how long will there be 50 people cut? Like probably not that long, really. Like definitely less than a year.
Yeah, I'd say a year.
So it's like they're bringing 50 guys. I mean, they're not signing all 50. Obviously, that are fighting on the Contender Series, but they're signing 3 or 4 every episode.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, they just cycle through them, and then
they're fillers.
They've also already all the best guys have already been in the UFC, or they've at least they know about them to bring them on a Contender Series. Yeah, they're not going to make them go through a fucking show.
And then you're getting the rare few ones like Raul Rosas Jr., who's like the new wave.
Yeah, you have to look in the last 10 years, look at how the sport has grown. There was probably only that many good people at a time that were worth looking at anyways at the time.
And they also weren't expanding their horizons globally to like certain countries back then like they are today.
I mean, this last season of Tough literally had 2 Americans on it.
Right. I do think Khan and the Brazilian guy that won,
Myron,
those dudes,
they're good.
They are very good.
But that's like kind of the way Tough works now. There's like 2, maybe 3 guys that stick around for a while.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, look at the season 1, Koscheck, Ken Flo.
Fuck yeah.
Lieben.
Koscheck sucks.
Mike Swick.
Boris.
Stephen Bonner.
Stoffen
Bonnar. All right. At HOR Podcast, Instagram, at Hunger Right, TikTok, Pro Fighter, Austin Clem, Pro Understudy, Seth, Dylan, Jonathan, socials on the screen. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think. See you next time.
I'm Chad.
Peace. Later.